Hey, my name is Lloyd Ramsey. I wanted to just talk a little bit about. I've been hearing a lot about simulation theory lately, and it makes a lot of sense. You should look up Bostrom's simulation theory, and Dr. James Gates. If you, those of you that have already looked up and saw what simulation theory is, um, probably know Dr. James Gates as well. Um, he's found some scientific evidence that everything that makes up everything is probably computer codes. Now, he doesn't say this, but in physics, all equations, they represent our world, and they explain our world. And our equations have computer code in them, just so happen, especially when dealing with super differential equations. Although I don't know how to work out any of these, I know what they are. So the big thing I wanted to just say, I do have one small problem with simulation theory. I say that eventually society will be so advanced that they will be able to simulate things down to the T. And we are a simulation. And odds are that we are actually a simulation, not a real society. But here's a problem. As time goes on, let's just say, if we were a real society and we were super, super advanced, our computers wouldn't be the same. They wouldn't contain ones and zeros. We would move forward to quantum computer. Uh, everything would be done with quantum system, and we're probably nowhere near it now. But if we're so advanced, if your civilization so advanced to stimulate everything we see. In fact, that so much so that we are conscious and we don't know we're a simulation. Um, their computers are probably made up of quantum. They probably are quantum computers, which means ones and zeros probably wouldn't be written in the complex equations that describe our universe. It would probably be more than simple ones and zeros, but that's all we're finding. So that's my only real problem with it, and if anybody has any kind of solution to this or any other hypothesis, but I'm just saying that just doesn't make sense to me. That we're seeing simple ones and zeros, which might be fast enough to simulate everything, but most likely a simple computer system that we have, no matter how fast the processing speed is, it's not going to be able to simulate this. Because I remember a couple years ago when I was going to school, I was studying they're trying to make a processor that's 5 gigahertz, and they had to have a big tube of liquid nitrogen just to keep it cool enough. So the idea of anything getting much faster than that is probably inconceivable unless you have quantum computing involved. And once again, we wouldn't just see ones and zeros everywhere, and little bits and fragments. So, and if this whole world was simulated according to quantum computing, we would probably be made up of actual atoms, which means we would probably be actually real, and we wouldn't be digital information. If things were so advanced where there was quantum computing, we would be made up out of atoms, which means we would be just as real as the people simulating us, except for we were made from a computer. But we were made up of actual atoms, not just electrons of digital information. So respond to this if you have any other kind of clue as to how this would make more sense to you. But quantum computing and advanced civilizations is the only thing that makes me doubt that simple ones and zeros are in our equations and actually mean something. Thank you.